Hi, I'm Astrid. In this video, I'd like to show you something really simple that you can do to help you cope with jet lag, or even to prevent it when you get to the other end of your journey. It's something that I discovered a long time ago and something that I would really like to share with you. But before I do that, please subscribe to my channel, like and comment below, and share this video with someone who you think might like it or need it. Now, we all know that when we've been on a plane for many hours, our whole system can get a little bit messed up. And that has to do with our biorhythms and the way that we cope with the differences in time zones. So we're going over to somewhere where it's many hours earlier than where we were, or many hours later. And this upsets our biorhythms and it upsets our whole system. So the effects of jet lag could be tiredness, of course, not being able to fall asleep, not being able to stay asleep, or falling asleep when you're not meant to fall asleep. Also brain fog, alertness, concentration. Oh my goodness, there's just so many things. But when I was first studying Jin Shin Jyutsu, I wasn't a practitioner, I wasn't a teacher. I was just studying Jin Shin Jyutsu, and I was at the level of holding fingers. I realized when I went to the States from United Kingdom, I went to see a friend there, that by holding the fingers, I was able to prevent a lot of the symptoms of jet lag. And of course, the body copes with jet lag. You get over it over a few days, but it's always a shame to have to deal with jet lag when you just want to get on with things at the other end. You want to be able to enjoy your holiday or enjoy being with family and friends, even though you've been on a very long flight. So what Jin Shin Jyutsu does is it helps the recovery. It helps the recovery be much faster. And I think that's really worth, putting the effort into doing this exercise when you're on the plane. And it's so simple that you can do it in a very confined space even. These seats on these planes are not very conducive to practicing a lot of Jin Shin Jyutsu. So simple things in this case work the best. And so what I'd like to do is just take you through holding each of our 10 fingers. We'll just do 1 minute each, so it'll be a 10-minute exercise. But this is not only for jet lag, it's also when you feel really fatigued, or when you feel out of sorts, or when you feel that you need to recalibrate, recenter, rebalance, reharmonize. Because the fingers are the most powerful secret, as it were, that we can employ in Jin Shin Jyutsu. Everything comes back to the fingers. And why is that? It's because when we hold, just wrap a hand around a finger, a thumb, and we just relax the hands and hold, we are harmonizing 14,400 of our energy functions. So when we hold all our fingers one after the other, we are harmonizing all our 144,000 functions. And that is everything. Because when we harmonize all our 144,000 functions, we are harmonizing everything on every level, physically, mentally, emotionally, digestively, and spiritually. It doesn't get any better than that, because this is something that we have with us. This is something we don't have to remember the sequences and the holes and anything like that. We just wrap our hand around a thumb, around a finger, and we just quieten the mind, and we just can close our eyes, or we can even do this while we're watching a film on the plane. So you can be awake, you can be doing other things, but it keeps your energy moving. And in essence, that's what we do in Jin Shin Jyutsu. We keep the energy moving, especially when our physical body is stuck in one position, which is sitting. Sitting really overloads our digestive system. And that's why many times when we have been sitting on a plane for a long time, we've been eating, that lovely plain food, it can really unbalance our digestive system. So why don't you practice along with me in real time, just 1 minute each finger, and see how you feel afterwards. So what I like to do, and if you can get a little cushion on the plane, an extra cushion on the plane, just place it on your lap. And then you can just hold, let me just move this a little bit further down so that you can see the cushion a little bit more easily. So we're going to start by wrapping the right hand around the left thumb, and we're going to hold here. Now wrap the right hand around the left index finger. Remember, no pressure is needed. Now wrap the hand around the left middle finger. And now let's hold the left ring finger. And now let's hold the left little finger. Good. Release the hands. And now let's do the other side, the right side. So we're just going to wrap the left hand around the right thumb. Now let's hold the right index finger. Good. Now let's hold the right middle finger. Now let's hold the right ring finger. And finally, we hold the right little finger. Great. Release both hands. Well done. And once you've finished one round, you can go back and start all over again and keep holding those fingers over and over. You can hold 1 minute, you can hold 5 minutes, you can hold 10 minutes, or as long as you want. And you might even fall asleep holding a finger, but that is still moving the energy, keeping things moving. So as simple as that. And I hope it helps you cope with jet lag. I found it amazing, not so much when I went from the UK to the States, but when I went eastwards from the States to the UK, that's when I usually would feel jet lag and everything out of sorts. But when I did the fingers over and over and over again throughout the whole flight, I was absolutely amazed at how soon my body recovered from jet lag. I didn't really feel it. And I always remember saying to myself, whenever I fly, I'm going to keep holding my fingers, because it is absolutely amazing how you can feel when you land at your destination, and you can start having fun right away without the tiredness, without the brain fog, without all the symptoms that can come from jet lag. So if you'd like to practice Jin Shin Jyutsu on a regular basis, I offer a weekly group practice session where we get together from all over the world and we practice different sequences, different flows, different holds in a very, very nice environment with like-minded people who are very interested in practicing Jin Shin Jyutsu in a group. And it is powerful, it is fun, it is effective, and it is a very nice thing to do. So if you want more information about that, you can see that in the link in the description below, or you can click the QR code that you see here on the screen. I hope you enjoyed this video and look out for the next one. Bye for now.